Hello.
Hello. What was that? Oh. Oh.
Some
Uh-oh.
Scooby-Doo action.
Oh.
It's a Moon Knight
Right.
action. That's a screenshot from Moon Knight.
Pretty much. What's up, guys? Yeah, sorry we're a little late. We already figured out who it was in the chat. But I hope you guys enjoyed.
Oh,
And I hope you guys enjoyed
I wonder who
Moon
it
Knight.
is.
You'd never guess. It took me a second. But here we are. Now we got it going. So
We got
Yeah.
it going on.
what's up, guys? What's up with you guys? How
Hey,
you guys
actually, big news kind of dropped today before the stream, so I'm excited to talk about it.
doing? Okay. Star
everything
Wars
going
or
on.
Marvel?
All the above.
All right, nice.
Liar.
Cool,
There's
cool.
no news.
Liar. It's not true. It's a lie.
Take rid of it.
Yeah, well, they all the. He's not. Johnny's wrong. There's a lot to talk about, but I feel like first I want to let people.
All
filter
right.
in.
Well, people in chat
Chat.
who's here. What did you guys think of Moon Knight? Because I feel like I'm just seeing positive things about this pilot episode. I feel like everyone seems to be in agreement that it is good stuff.
Yeah. John, what's
Pretty
up?
much.
It's going, John, friend of the show,
What's going on?
professional mediator, John Sobek. Hasn't seen the episode yet. Well, get out of here. Not that there's much to spoil. But
Yeah,
like,
no, not really. I believe you're muted, Johnny, or your mic isn't working.
Johnny is talking to.
I want to make it clear about the show.
Let me make it clear.
Very much like it is connected to the MCU, but
It's not.
the show doesn't really feature a lot of tie-ins. It's not gonna be like your normal MCU thing where there's a billion references, this, that, and the other thing. Like it's very much its own standalone thing, and this is a very new thing for Marvel. So I like if you're expecting like going in like expecting it to be super connected, it's not. So
Right.
What's up, the Flash Repentance?
Flash
And I
Repentance.
gotta imagine that
very
that's a fan film.
very excited for the Flash Repentance. Thanks for stopping in.
I appreciate the creative work you put in. I don't know you. I'm not familiar. Johnny seems to be, but anyone
Yeah.
who
I've
makes
seen
who
their
has the
stuff
dedication,
on the Instagrams.
anyone who has the dedication to put the time in to make a fan film,
They got
I got respect.
they got a cast over there. It's very cool.
Arturo Leo, what's up? How you doing? Hope you enjoyed the episode of Moon Knight. If you've seen
Liam
it,
Brent, I see you too.
hope you've seen it.
Wow. Yeah, I mean,
Liam says it's a good thing that it's not super connected, and I'm inclined to agree. I feel like it's only going to be benefited by the fact that it's not like super interlaced with all the other projects and stuff. I think that's going to be good.
100%. I got some fun news for some sad news. I got some bad news, but some fun news. Brent will appreciate this. So it's total non sequitur for Moon Knight because there's actually a lot to talk about. Like I said, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with what's been happening today, but a lot of news dropped. But this is just for me. Unfortunately, Johnny just says no news. Unfortunately, I did have to cancel my Django hot toy. Very
Dying.
sad.
It is
Very
news
sad.
to me.
They sent me. Well, yeah, this is new. I'm sharing the news. Unfortunately, they said they gave me the notification on the order being like your order may be canceled due to further shipping delays, and it's already been pushed back into like July and August. And I was like, listen,
That's Hot Toys, baby.
I was like, I don't know if I can do this. However, this is the good news, and we're gonna go to the full screen today for a fraction of the price because I was refunded. I purchased, and you can see him up there, the 12-inch 2002 deluxe Hasbro figure, and it looks amazing. And I have the Zam Wessel coming in the mail, and so I'm gonna have. You can't really see. It's unfortunate. I know, Brent. I know you have the 12-inch figures, the Hasbro 12-inch, but they look great. And I'm like, you know what? For me, that I'll accept it. I'll allow it. And so I'm gonna have this great. I have the doll stands. You can't. It's unfortunate. It's so blurry, but in real life, I assure you, it looks great. I imagine even on StreamYard compressing it to YouTube, it looks even worse. But good looking figures, and I got them for a fraction of the price.
I wish you took a picture.
I can do that. I can get up and take a picture right now.
It's too late. Nope.
Well, I just got home. I literally just walked in the door and then sat down, and then we started streaming. So
wonderful news.
It's
very
the
sad.
deluxe
So
one, brand.
Levi still does not have.
But no hot. Well, I do have a sideshow, but no hot toy.
Hot toy.
No hot toy.
That's the thing.
Unfortunately.
No hot toy. No, it was the deluxe version, Brent, because there are the two versions. This was the deluxe one that's like, it's a pretty good figure for being 20 years old now. It's pretty amazing, honestly.
If anybody cares, yeah, I'm still purchasing mine. So, if anybody cares, just thought I'd mention it.
Yeah.
Well, great. I love it. Yeah, it's super
I
cool.
want to share that, but there's like
Yeah, that's
actual, there's actual like
Good
other
stuff.
news.
How do we want to do
Okay.
it? Do we want to do news then Moon Knight or Moon Knight?
I don't know. To be honest, the news has me more excited than. I mean,
guys. I mean, okay. What are we gonna say about it? It was good. I liked it.
Jeez,
Johnny
coming
down.
in. I don't know.
I liked
Johnny
it.
down on Moon Knight.
I
liked it so much.
Go through it and yeah.
I liked it. I liked it so
exhaustion,
much that I
little bit.
bought same day delivery the comic run of like the main Moon Knight run from the past decade, the Lemire
That's cool.
Moon Knight. They just released it this month in trade paperback, and so I bought that for like $20, and I'm gonna get that and read that. It's 14 issues because I'm really the episode captured my imagination. I was like, that is a cool concept for a character, for a superhero.
He's a very cool character.
I like knew nothing about Moon Knight,
think
and
that he has a show right now is quite crazy because he is
quite different
very much an underrated character.
Here, let's get some night driving going.
It's quite different than the comic character too, right? Like, isn't the two Steven and Mark like that's the same, but their sort of dynamic is a little bit different, or is it?
I feel like the show's doing a pretty good job. I mean, like, yeah, like he does have very much like split personality,
right?
Thing going on.
Yeah.
There's a third personality that he adopts, and I don't think, and we will see that third personality, but we have not got there yet.
This is good stuff.
Spotlight,
Moon Knight. Anyways, yeah, I thought specifically the direction of this episode, I think out of like any MCU show has been.
It's just like threw into it. It was insane.
Great. Yeah. It was really good. It was great stuff.
With the amount of times we've had to do with these MCU shows, even to a certain extent, the Star Wars shows of, okay, it's the first episode, they're building to something.
Right.
This it just goes, and it's like, wow.
And it's like it's integrated into the show too.
I feel like it builds up, but
I don't know, man. When within the first 50 minutes of your show and your character doesn't know where they are and they're waking up with like their jaw like broken out of their mouth in like the fields of Europe somewhere, I'm like, like we're going already.
Yeah. No, that was. It just works so well because the character is there too with you. He doesn't know what the hell is going on. Like, I was a little confused. So he like is aware that he has a split or that he gets up at night anyways.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know
any of the detail. No.
Right. Okay. All right. And then because he wakes up from the Moon Knight or whatever when he's driving the car with the bad CGI, but we won't.
He wakes up from the Moon Knight.
He wakes up from the Moon Knight and he's just laughing. He must think it's a dream or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Liam saying it was at Europe. Yeah, I got like Sound of Music vibes, like Austria or something like that. Germany. That's what it looked like to me.
What in that? In that village scene.
Yeah, wherever Ethan Hawke's little village is.
Yeah. Right.
Village of Pain, village of glass feet.
Weird spot. Yeah.
He has a castle, so
you do.
That's pretty metal.
You do. Kind of like Doctor Doom, a little bit.
A little bit doomy.
The bad guy's name.
Very libs.
Arthur Howard.
Yeah, man, it was good. I mean, I don't know. I like. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny.
Yes.
And so his thing, he was like working for or with, was it Amit or Ahmet, something, whatever like that.
Yeah, AMMIT.
And basically they want to just like purify the world before anyone could even do anything bad, essentially. Like, it's like, because they can see the past, present, and future. So they're like, you know what? We're just going to get rid of them now while we can.
Which is so confusing with like the multiverse and just all of the rest of the MCU. Like, how does that work? But it doesn't matter. You know, I accept it for the story.
Well, I mean, obviously they're not gonna win, or they're not gonna come up.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, in the context of a universe where, like, the whole point of Loki was that there was no free will necessarily, but that was sort of an artificial thing. But if everyone does have free will,
so why wouldn't Amit be going for the person that?
No one. But also, like, no one would, because if they're seeing the future, but if there's a multiverse of futures, do they purge the people who are only all bad, or sometimes people because there are good versions of bad characters in alternate timelines, like Thanos. So
yeah.
You saw that in What If? Like, I don't know.
Well, also, so how does the MCU? What does it mean when it says gods? Because obviously, are those just like eternal type heroes that are just like so?
Gibbs brought it up too.
Essentially, immortal beings.
Okay, interesting. All right,
nanobots.
But they're real. They're confirmed real.
It's all Stark tech.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, of course they're. Yeah. They're very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, essentially they're just like powerful ancient beings. I don't know. I mean, like they are like gods. Like I guess I'm trying to understand. What is your confusion?
No,
well,
there's no
like
confusion.
because in our world and also hypothetically in the MCU, there is the concept of religion and God. But in the MCU, there are also literal gods, but they're also like not in our conception of like Earth, because the Eternals exist, and there's also like we know of in the MCU the beings who actually created the universe. So it's like what is going on?
There still is like Christianity and like religion.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, how would any of that? How would the world at all? I don't know. I'm confused about how you're not seeing the immediate.
Well, I'm not, because we've had a bunch of funerals and there's like church scenes and like a bunch
no.
No, it's that makes it weird. It's like,
yeah, I'm not trying to question within the context of the MCU.
Okay, so if all these like old Egyptian gods are real, then like what about the like Jesus Christ? What about other religions?
Yeah, like I made a joke about that. Like,
I mean, he probably exists in the MCU. I can do the MCU as well.
Jesus Christ!
I bet someone says Jesus Christ in one of
No, but I don't mean. I'm trying to think of it because if you're taking these mythological concepts, where there is pretty much like in our world, I think it's fair to assert, especially in the ancient Egyptian religions, that they were not real. The Egyptian gods, they weren't actually doing that stuff. So if you assert that they are real, then like, what is but then what is also real? Like, because you have the explanation of the universe in the MCU. So then what is the explanation of religion?
Yeah,
if you
is
have
it like I
just think it's interesting.
Public knowledge? I don't think so.
Jesus Christ is the first mutant. Is that how they do the X-Men in the MCU?
No more mutants.
I don't really understand what the
whatever. It was like half a joke anyways, and it was, I don't know. You kind of gotta
monochrome. Marvel's Jesus Christ.
Marvel's Jesus Christ.
The figure
coming out in 2024.
Jesus Christ, a Star Wars story.
Marvel's that makes me laugh so hard.
Do you guys think this is going to be the best MCU show that we've gotten? Like in the last Disney
it already
Plus
is.
run?
No, second best.
Right? Yeah, I did like the direction a lot. I loved the editing, especially. The editing was really, really cool, especially.
Yeah, the editing was sweet.
Stephen kept waking up, like back and forth, and kind of literally like time jumping, which I thought was really interesting. So yes, I loved the episode. I just like.
You gave it a 7 last night.
I was very okay.
7's not bad.
You guys keep coming.
No, but he said it's the best show.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm very whelmed on the show because I've been very hyped for this show. Similar with the Batman, I was like very much overhyped for the Batman, and also
good to see.
Same with Moon Knight. So I'm like whelmed. I don't know. I'm not like overwhelmed. I'm like whelmed. I don't know.
It's not at the point
again.
Yet
there's
where,
only
like,
one episode too, so it's not
right.
like not a lot to go off of.
Yeah. My excitement probably comes from the fact that I really wasn't invested in the trailers too much. I mean, my hype for the show was pretty low, to be honest. It wasn't low. I was looking forward to it, but it wasn't like, oh, we're gonna see all these characters that I'm familiar with or already know.
Yeah, no.
Or know that there's going to be big. Because part of like the fun with the MCU, is like, oh, this will tie into future movies. This will tie into future shows and past shows and movies. And I'm sure it will at one point, but that's not really what you're looking for with this show. It's just like an isolated like own story.
Yeah, Brent is. I think it's a different fish.
I think it is as well. Yeah,
it's a different fish.
I thought they said that.
Well, I watched the episode again today, and it wasn't. They didn't really. It seems like they're gonna keep going further with that. I feel like there's something more to this fish. I'll be honest, but I think it was a different.
The fish becomes like.
I don't think fins grow
humanoid.
Fins. I don't think that's how fish work.
I mean, the woman that works at the I almost said aquarium, the pet shop or whatever, was like, no, they don't just like grow.
Yeah, I think it's a whole different fish.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, again, like I just want to see more of. I'm a little afraid that we're not going to see Moon Knight in the suit as much as I'd like. I
mean, judging by the budget of the CG so far, I kind of doubt it.
What do you mean?
We'll see. Maybe that's where they're putting on their money.
Maybe.
In the what do you mean in the suit?
Well, if they were expending that much on the action sequences and it looked pretty as it did, then the suit I imagine is a massively intensive CGI endeavor.
suit's practical, at least in
Not-
some shots. But then they have
Yeah,
the only
I
part
understand
is,
that they have a
the only
practical
part is the
plate,
CGI.
but
Here.
like, yeah, to have some of those scenes, it's not the suit's not going to be real. Like, it's going to be a fully
Right,
3D
right.
animated character.
like
Spider-Man.
any other, yeah,
Like any other.
Right.
And like this particular suit, similar to the Spider-Man suits, where even when it's practical, it just doesn't look real to me.
this.
Yeah, like that doesn't look real.
Okay.
That could be a real image. I think it is actually, but it just
Wait,
doesn't look real to me.
I thought at the end of this episode the suit wasn't real. Actually,
Yeah, it didn't look real.
The only thing that isn't real.
the cape definitely wasn't real.
The only thing is the eye part, right under.
cape-
See the line here?
I don't know,
That's,
man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where it's fake. Oh, I know, because I've seen the suit.
No. I'm sure there is a real suit, and I'm sure that's the case. I'm just saying,
There's,
like
like, see
even
it?
in last night's shot, I don't know.
It just didn't look. It didn't look like a real human.
It at least had some touch-ups to it. Like the cape was flowing, so that's an obvious. But they were gonna do that anyway.
I mean,
but
Kylo's cape in Episode 9 is almost entirely computer generated, so I understand
Yeah.
like cape.
I mean,
effects.
yes, they absolutely.
capes.
When
Superman,
he whips
cape,
out the cape
Man of Steel.
and uses it as a weapon, it's absolutely CGI.
right.
But I just meant like static in the last shot. The none of Moonlight looked like a real person to me. Brent, typing out your theory.
I guess so.
I'm curious. I don't know. That's just me. But I want to stress that the story was so good to me. The concept was so powerful that it overrode any criticism.
Maybe I should have hyped this up for you guys more, because I was already there. I was already there where you guys are at.
I just didn't care.
I'm
There's a
so. Yeah. No,
no one. I know. No one. I once again, I do not dispute the fact that there is a real suit that they would use for a real plate. But so often, if you watch any
Well,
of
I
the
know,
Star
but
Wars
you're
talks,
saying, but then
they'll
you were
replace
saying
it.
in the episode.
Yeah, because even when actors are in real suits, oftentimes
I'm well aware
They-
of that, but hold
they
on.
replace the whole thing, even if it's a.
I think that's the real suit, and that's a shot from that episode. Just the eyes. I don't know. At least that's for me. Whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
I'm more particularly from the back when he's beating the Scooby Doo monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked kind of jello.
I mean,
jello,
the
man.
cape, maybe. I don't know.
It was the cape. It was definitely the cape, because I noticed that too. But again, it wasn't like. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't as bad as the CGI earlier in the episode, but again, that's really not.
Yeah,
Like,
you
the
know,
biggest deal.
they probably never actually kept the practical cape. Now that I'm thinking about it, because
That
Well,
does
no,
not
the
look
cape
like-
was like quite
They're
literally
very-
flowing. Like it was,
practical
like,
capes are very unpredictable. So
Yeah,
they have to
100%.
usually do it in CGI.
The cost of
but-
materials for set construction is outrageous right now. So set budgets cost a lot more than it would a few years ago. Yeah, affecting the overall cost. I bet that's, but that's true.
Yeah.
And Dime saying, hey, hated Hawkeye,
Just
Falcon
didn't
Winter
like 'em all.
Soldier, and WandaVision. But Loki is one of my favorite Marvel projects. So yeah, I feel that hype
Loki is
is
sweet, man. This is already giving me Loki vibes, like off the bat, like the way it's
the.
like.
Oh,
just the
Liam.
way, like,
I'm sorry to
interest
interrupt,
for it.
Liam. That's not me. Pull up the image, Johnny. Everyone was going. we got.
Oh
we got
no, I love
Scooby-Doo.
this movie. What,
Yeah.
I
Here they
don't
are.
want- Let's be clear. I'm a big fan of this movie.
That's James Gunn's best work.
It's true.
Most people don't know
And
that.
Most
James-
people do not know that. But
The
James
second
Gunn
those
directed it.
dogs showed up, Johnny called that out. It was so
Yeah.
funny. It was like the second you said, it, I was like, no, what?
Yeah,
No
okay,
way.
look,
And then I pulled it up.
It was
Let's
funny.
do it
If you
again.
watch it
Here we
back,
go.
it was a slow
Here we go.
realization because Johnny's like, it's in shadow. It looks good. Dylan and I were like, that doesn't look good. And then Johnny's like, yeah, it's a Scooby Doo movie type beat.
But hopefully they're just saving their big CGI budget for like huge fights and stuff. I know anime does that a lot, where one episode will literally
There
be
is a really
slideshow,
cool shot
and then
that
the
I'm
next episode's like
I'm
the
looking
craziest
forward
thing
to
you've ever
seeing.
seen.
Yeah, there's a really cool shot I'm looking forward to seeing. Let me see if I can find a screenshot.
While you're finding that, how
from
about the
trailer.
bathroom scene in general? Like everything about it was like incredible.
Good.
Like the mirrors
Oh,
and
looking in
Steven
and
and Mark were
it's
talking to
reflection
each
gun.
other. Yeah. it
So
was awesome.
so that transitions pretty well into what Dimes is saying here. The writing was awesome, but the writer is not the same.
Yeah,
Next
he
episode,
going bye next.
They
next
changed
ep.
writers. So
But the director too, right?
no,
No.
the director is the same,
Is
which
the
is so
same.
confusing. Because
So
traditionally
usually
TV is
it's-
different. Yeah.
Oh, it's flip.
We kind of got a Book of Boba like thing going on, but
No,
at
it's
least
the-
that's a
it's-
familiar
well,
team.
No, it's
Well,
the reverse. Book of
potential-
Boba.
but- no,
Oh, yes, the reverse.
But potentially worse.
Yeah, I think worse. I think
Yeah.
if like Robert Rodriguez instead of Jon Favreau was writing every episode or whatever,
Right.
like that would have a way.
Yeah, I feel like that's
drastically
what
different
the
thing.
Mandalorian worked so well, was because it's like you had the coherent story that was written by like, you know, the
Yeah.
same people or whatever,
John
but
and Dave.
each different takes on that story.
And I got to give Rick Famuyiwa his credit when he's due.
I do want to call this out. Mug, I don't know if he's selling them currently, but he makes them. It's Matt Watson. You might
If you're familiar with
find
Gravity
some-
Falls, it's a Bill
some
Cipher.
YouTuber. Not a Gravity Falls hat.
It's a gravity. It's actually it's a Gravity Falls hat. if
Yeah, he has a
anybody
bunch
didn't
of
know.
variations.
The Disney.
I
The
have a
Disney
couple
show.
of them.
Yeah. So
It's a shame that we put Moon Knight breakdown and discussion in the title.
Well,
of this.
I assume that's what we're doing. No one said anything else.
Well, I was in class, but
No, that's fair.
I
I'm just
don't
saying.
want. I don't
in
want
class
to. I don't want to
as
box
well.
us into just Moon Knight because there's, like I said,
No,
I'm
no.
teasing it out. A lot has come out today.
Right.
I think I see what you're seeing. I mean, like I assumed that.
No, well, if you're thinking about that's one of the things I'm thinking about. There's a lot of Star Wars
Oh.
stuff came out today, but there's
I know.
also
I looked
there's
at
also-
the leak Reddit.
there's
and-
also the Morbius thing, in
Oh.
which I don't know. I
So
watched it, but
excited.
the entire Morbius after credit scene is
You
out.
saw it?
Yeah, and it's
Oh.
funny. It's
Scott,
goofy.
let
man.
me do a live reaction to this. Let me.
I don't know if you can find it anymore. It's so weird.
Where did you
and
watch it?
it was just on. It all got taken down. It was on Twitter,
Oh.
but it's so weird.
Wait, link it
it's-
if you can find it.
I couldn't find it again after like 40 minutes. I see if you can find it, but it is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen in terms of like what I don't want to spoil it. It's just like what?
Is it the Michael Keaton one?
Yeah, but in context, it makes so little sense. It's
That-
like
So Dimes just said he's not watching Morbius, Johnny. So you guys can be
I mean,
ignorant together.
Hey,
m-
me
maybe
too.
like this is the thing, Monochrome. Maybe I don't know. It doesn't
No
make any
chance.
sense. And I
No
don't
chance.
No, but
No.
you haven't seen the scene. It's so weird. I don't want to spoil it. I mean, it's
No,
just
please
bizarre.
don't spoil it. Like,
It's-
not that I care, but I don't like. There are people that want to see this movie, even
Yeah.
if it's ironically that don't.
All I will say, Brent,
spoilers.
I'll say it's bizarre bad.
Anything with Morbius is.
Probably the whole movie is going to be that as well.
It
I don't know
is-
if you've
it is
been-
yet another Sony just and it's like, okay, Sony, will this ever
Okay,
do
and
anything?
I haven't seen the scene, and it seems like they're doing Sinister Six, and it seems like
Dude,
they're
don't
putting more.
spoil it.
more-
Don't no one.
I haven't
supposed to
seen
know
the scene. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't
Okay.
confirm. I don't know
Don't
what I'm talking. I don't.
But no, come up.
But there's been
What are you-
like
what are you-
leaks and
what are you
stuff.
doing?
We've talked
What are you
about that
doing?
on this show under a spoiler warning, like because that came out because the director was talking about it for credit,
Dude,
and some people don't want to know that.
that's not the reference I made. You're the one who ruined that, by the way. But okay.
No, we literally talked about Morbius
no,
on the
no,
show.
no, because Jared Leto was wearing like a six like necklace
Oh god, I don't
At
even
the
want to get into
premiere?
it. It's so stupid.
at the premiere, and everyone was like, "No, don't tell me what they're doing." Well,
Crazy.
good
Have you
job.
guys seen the?
No, no, that didn't spoil anything. The Sinister Six thing. I mean, that is like just a faction, a small portion of how dumb it is.
I'm bummed about that because I mean, I don't really. Morbius is usually not on that team at all.
I don't understand. It doesn't make none of it makes sense because
Not a
I can
fan.
say that I can say what I'm about to say because the effing director said it, but he's like, "Oh yeah, man." No, I actually don't want to because it'll spoil it. He explained I don't like what are they doing with this movie? He came out and fully explained the post-credit scene. You can read his full quote explaining how it works, how it operates, and how stupid it is. And I'm like,
And this
What?
is a week before the movie was coming out, or no, this was
Yeah.
last week or 2 weeks ago.
it's like
Anyways,
this was I read this quote from today. It's like what?
They don't care about their movie. They know it's. I feel like
I'm
in spite of No Way Home and like what they plan on doing with future characters, I feel like they edited out a lot of stuff. I haven't seen the movie, so I don't actually know. But just considering by the trailers of what we saw that we now know is not in the movie, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like it feels like they just changed up a lot of stuff.
yeah, clearly.
Yeah. Like and maybe that's why it got delayed. But
I'm nervous for everything going forward. Again, I don't know anything. Let me make clear. So whatever I say is speculatory. I don't think we will see any of the villains we saw in No Way Home again. Meaning, like, we will not see a Doc Ock in the MCU. We will not see a Green Goblin on Sinister Six. We will not see Electro on the Sinister Six. We won't see
What bothers me most is that I don't think the fruits of whatever they're seeding will ever come to bear. ever. Like they always set up all this nonsense and it never pays off.
I don't know about that, but
do you remember the post-credit scene of The Amazing Spider-Man? Oh, I'm
well,
still waiting.
that was very much a different situation.
I think it's the exact same situation. They keep starting these franchises and then they just go nowhere.
Well, Tom has lasted a long, long time.
I'm not talking about Tom because Tom's part of the MCU. I'm talking about Sony individual.
But
doing
that's
their
what they're
own
doing.
Thing.
It would be with Tom, most
No,
likely. We don't know.
Sorry, I can't say. I don't think it's with Tom, man.
I'm so confused.
I don't think it's with Tom.
I gotta see this movie just out of sheer like.
Yeah, Johnny, I'm sorry. I don't think it's with Tom.
Like irony. Like I don't know. There's just it's so this movie. It sounds like I was confused before going in, and I'm gonna be even more confused coming out.
Yeah, you will. You will be confused.
That's good. That's awesome.
It takes place in. If this isn't a spoiler, because the director has been saying this, it is set in the Venom universe. That is where it is set.
That I kind of always. I know it was always kind of up in the air. There were so many different things, but I thought it was going to.
It is in that world. But also, MCU Michael Keaton is there, and just let that sink in.
And he was in the trailer, so that wasn't.
That's not a spoiler.
That
is the MCU Vulture, but he is in the Venom world, and their explanation of it is so bad. I hate it.
I don't know if this is going to be the explanation, but I guess he knew that Peter Parker was Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Okay, that's all that matters. It makes more sense than Venom then.
I found it. I'm gonna live react to it.
Okay. Johnny's got a live reaction to. Hey, but so before anyone goes, because there is a lot of Star Wars news. So a couple things I want to talk about in the back half of the stream. Mandalorian 3 wrap filming. Donald Glover confirmed he's in Lando.
Yeah,
Star Wars Eclipse.
Never coming out.
No, the opposite. Quantic Dream's getting bought by NetEase, so the game actually might come out now.
It is coming out, yeah.
Purge the company. Hayden Christensen talks about playing Darth Vader, not Anakin.
I didn't see the Hayden thing.
Lot of cool stuff that I want to talk about but I want to.
Let me let's see.
I want to watch Johnny react to the Moon Knight scene though. Morbius IMDb rating already 5 out of 10. Oh no.
I don't.
Oh no, Dimes, did they really?
Hold on.
I think the Morbius reviews just dropped, guys.
Like literally as we're talking, that's hilarious.
I know now you said Morbius 5.3 out of 10.
Johnny's in pain. This is pained him.
This is pain.
Can you send me the link, Levi?
To what?
Yeah,
I don't have it. Johnny's got it.
Yeah, Johnny's got it.
There in the private chat.
I'm just gonna do it. I'll do it right now, Dylan.
Actually, is this gonna be the one thing I'm looking?
You're gonna see the movie. You're seeing the movie. So no, you're seeing the movie.
Yeah. This sounds like the one thing I'm gonna want to laugh at.
I want to talk about it though, because it's so maddening.
I don't want to know.
Okay.
I think I already know, but I don't want to know.
I mean, it's just dumb. Like you can't really. It's so stupid. None of it makes any sense.
Also, let me say something real quick. So you know, like the Google users review, how they always tend to be super high for no reason.
Yeah.
If it is under 90%, your movie is garbage,
It's
or your
true.
show is garbage.
I think 7. I think 7 because anything can get a 7. That's my view.
The Google users review is always 90 or above. It can be like
I don't know.
the most mid thing, and it can be 90 or above. This has an 80. That means it's awful.
Morbius on Rotten Tomatoes. The reviews aren't in yet. There's only one critic review for Morbius from Liam McGurran from flicks.co.New Zealand. Reviewed today. Rotten Tomato. Here, it's single sentence review.
What is that? What is that?
One of the worst popcorn blockbuster
What is that?
experiences in recent memory.
Oh, what the heck? Oh my god!
That is genuinely very. Did they ruin your dreams, Johnny?
Jeremy Rivera just saw the leak post-credit scene. Hey, how you doing, Jeremy? Good to see you here. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's bad.
Did they ruin your hopes and dreams, Johnny?
Look at his face. It ain't Tom, boy.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm not seeing it. I don't agree with that because there's no indication on that, but yeah.
Come on, it's not him.
I mean,
Please steer clear.
there's no confirmation, but yeah.
Yeah.
How goofy is that?
Well, I'm glad I'm not seeing it, so I don't even care.
I can't wait to see this movie now. I'm on the other like the fact that
Yeah, watch the
elicited
whole
that
movie.
reaction. I want to be in the theater with everyone that just thinks.
Yeah,
this
Johnny,
movie's
post that in the Marvel spoilers Discord because Dimes wants to check that out.
If everybody wants to see it, then
you can
sure.
link it.
Yeah. They can
That's,
seek it out themselves.
Johnny's screaming. I would have paid good money to watch the movie with him and listen to him scream in the theater.
I guess we haven't.
Oh no, I would have.
We haven't fully figured out how we want to do this, but I
I see
believe
you, Wrench. I see you.
there will be some form of review on Friday.
I will
or
not be
Friday
there.
night. Yeah, I
Well, I might
believe
be
it's just
there.
gonna be Levi and.
Well,
and
actually,
we'll
I
have it
might
out.
be there just talk about things.
Well, it's probably just going to be Levi,
Okay,
and
I
then
might
we'll
be
make. Oh, Mug.
Just Levi, why you're not gonna be there?
Well, we're gonna do it like how you did the Eternals one because I'm seeing the movie later, so I can just come home and edit it and then get it out.
I mean, maybe.
We'll see. I
Oh,
mean,
look at
I'm gonna
this.
be home around like
Mug
with a $10.
$10. Sorry, Johnny. Hope this makes you feel better. Mug. Thank you.
Oh,
again.
Mug.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Mug's our sponsor. We're sponsored by Mug.
I appreciate it. I
Mug.
appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
I'm much better. I was good with you guys just being here, so thank you. But that's very nice.
Here, okay, guys. I think here it comes in the Discord. If
All
you
right,
wanna...
so if everybody wants it, I'm gonna do it now. It's in Marvel spoilers for those who are on Discord. If you're not on Discord, get on our Discord. There you go. Enjoy.
Johnny screams and
I really want to
know,
watch it.
let me
I'm gonna
know how
watch it.
goes,
I'm just
guys.
gonna watch it. I ain't mad.
Yeah, Dylan, it's not even worth it. You can barely hear the dialogue, and like you can't even make out what's exactly being shown.
Never mind. I'm waiting. No, whatever.
Just wait.
I just
There's
need
literally
something
no
to look
point.
forward to at the end of the movie.
Yeah,
So.
you're gonna. There's no point. Like, oh my.
This movie had
It
some
seems like
potential.
such an afterthought.
Hey, it looks kind of cool though.
Nope. No, you're not correct about that.
They spent money to make that. It's so. I don't want to talk about it so bad. I want to talk about it with you so bad.
The only problem is
Like,
True.
let's talk about Star Wars.
they're just
Nope.
gonna keep making
Nope.
these movies though. They're gonna like. I guess I'm.
I'm gonna pop
supporting
out for a second and I'll come back in. Give me 1 second.
Yes, continue.
Hey, there you are. Well, I was just gonna say they're just gonna keep like now they got a Craven movie coming. Like I don't think the Sonyverse is necessarily dead, but I don't know. I know you like Venom, but part of you liking Venom is sort of like it's hilariously bad. So like I don't consider
Well,
that like a.
Well, yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not good, but I enjoy it because it's.
You think Let There Be Carnage is on par with a lot of MCU
No.
stuff?
It's just like it's like well-made trash.
That's
It's like eating. It's like eating candy.
Well,
you know?
at least Candy is like.
What are you talking about Morbius still?
No, he's talking
No, I'm
about.
talking about
He's saying
Venom.
Let There Be Carnage is like eating candy. I for
like
one
it's bad
enjoy
for
eating
me.
candy.
Like if
And
I
I didn't
overeat,
like being in the theater watching Let There Be Carnage.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself as I watched Woody Harrelson jump on that counter and plug himself into a computer. It's like, oh, the internet.
That
I was
was so bizarre.
it's so good.
Yeah, Brent, don't bother if you're seeing it. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
have a
I just
bathroom
want. I just understand. I understand what it was showing, and I could care less. So.
Jeremy says Sony won't stop making any Spider-Man IP films or LP films, regardless of how bad they are. It's
It is true.
because they have
Jeremy
just a
said-
chokehold on
wait.
everything that's
Jeremy's
not
on it.
actually Peter Parker.
Johnny,
Like,
how
they
does
just-
it even make any sense? Like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They
I'm just stuck on that scene.
literally just were like, yeah, this is happening. Don't care
It-
what you say.
It's like it's worst for me. It is so basically with no spoilers. It is what the Venom Let There Be Carnage / No Way Home.
I wouldn't even
post-credit scene
compare. I know
wrong,
what you're gonna say.
but like pushed into 11 for me. Like I have such a problem with the way that those post credit scenes operate.
It doesn't work.
I know, but it's like that, but worse. Where we were like, oh my god, Venom's gonna show up in No Way Home, and then it was just a post credit scene, and he just didn't do anything. I was like, okay, I guess that's kind of goofy, but like, you know, because the symbiote knew who Peter Parker was, so like you could like stretch that logic. But this is like, what? Like how? What?
It's gonna be
it's
wacky, dude.
It's like Kevin Feige met with Amy Pascal. I was like, what if we just like dump you some stuff into your world. And she's like, yeah, all right. It's like literally like they backed up a dump truck and just dumped a bunch of like assets into the Venom world. And we're like, yeah, sure. It's like, does this make sense?
Weird fan film. I don't know.
I was kind of tired. Hey, don't dog on fan films.
I said a weird fan film.
No,
I was kind of, tired and just exhausted from the day, and now I'm just in a bad mood.
Well, here, let's talk about some positives.
Okay, go for it. Why don't you give us the news?
Thank you.
Levi?
I need something.
So, I mean, just some brief news is that Mando season 3 filmed. It is done. It is in the books.
It's done.
The show is done.
Confirmed, finished by Carl Weathers.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah.
Excited? It's
awesome
gonna be
to hear.
crazy.
So when are we expecting this? Do you think to come out?
That's later this year.
End of this
year.
If they finished it now, they can get that out by.
They'll get it out
like end of this year into 2023.
Like similar to like Boba. Yeah, just Boba or like
Okay.
I don't think so. I think that will likely be it, but it won't be because they have to wait that long. Because Mando season 2 wrapped March 2020, and that still came out November 2020. So if they wanted to, they could get this show out by November.
Yeah, do November.
Right.
But
it will be in that November-December range again.
It'll come out this year.
Yeah,
which is exciting. I mean, it's cool that there's another Star Wars show that is on the books, and it's a fun feeling. Especially, I had the feeling the most when Kenobi wrapped, and it's like that's cool. It's cool that there's like out there somewhere there's this footage where we get to see what happens, and they just got to make.
You're thinking we're going Kenobi and/or Mando? You think that's how the next lineup's about to be?
In terms of live action.
In terms of live action, yes.
It's weird. Bad Batch has been it got postponed, but no one actually said it got postponed. It was just like a source basically, and we just haven't heard anything.
Yeah,
we haven't heard a thing. They said May 4th at Disney Plus Day or whatever.
Don't know what's going on.
Speaking of, I bet we get an announcement by Celebration. Obviously, I would hope so.
Yeah.
And speaking of Celebration, because there's a lot more to talk about here. Mando season 3 wraps. We've gone a lot into the leaks of Mando season 3. Check out the pod.
We'll definitely get a trailer by then.
We'll figure out some stuff with that.
We'll get some.
But in terms of announcements and stuff we haven't heard about in a while, Lando, Jimmy Kimmel asks Donald Glover on his show last night. So you're doing the Lando.
Donald Glover's promoting season 4 of Atlanta.
But I want to previously just clarify. Donald Glover was not attached to the project when they announced it. They announced no actors, only the writer. There were no actors attached.
Yeah,
not Billy D.
I mean, he was always.
Not Doug
I see what you're saying, but
they didn't.
Kind of obvious.
It's obvious, but I'm saying they reserved the right to be like, oh, the project fell through. They're not doing it.
Yeah.
So Jimmy Kimmel is like, oh, you're doing it, and he's like, yeah, like it's funny, but like he makes a joke of it. Like he's working on it now.
Yeah.
Is it going to be him and Billy D? Is that?
Well, if it's him, I don't see how they're not going to do it with Billy D. In my opinion.
Maybe. I mean, it depends.
What? Did they say that again? If it's him, you don't see how they're not going to do it without Billy D. Is that what
I think it'll be both. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
the idea from the start. I think it has to be both.
Yeah.
So
it's one of those weird things that it's a setup in Rise of Skywalker. Like
I know.
Yeah.
And we've been waiting on that. So that's why I'm saying that. But yeah, man. I mean, I'm excited for it. We'll see when it comes out. It's nice to hear that it's being worked on, and I hope to hear something from Celebration about it.
That is definitely the latest show.
Latest thing, at least have right now. Yes.
Yeah.
Exciting though.
I think it's very exciting. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, the show's going to be about. I've talked about it before, but Dylan, what do you think is going on?
Well, the speculation has always kind of been like, well, this is my train of thought, anyways. Billy D it was Jaina, Red is her name, Jaina, and they're talking about his past or whatever. Then we, go back to what's his name, Donald Glover's Lando, and we see his adventures, maybe with L3, like before Solo, after Solo. We could even see stuff from Shadow of the Sith. That book that's coming out. We could see us seeing scenes from that and stuff. And then obviously there will be an overarching story. Maybe they're trying to find Jenna's family, which turns out to be Lando, which the audience kind of already knows. But yeah, that's kind of how I see that going down.
Yeah, I see it in a similar way. I'm hungry for it because it could give us the next appearance of that Crimson Dawn post Solo era. Like we could potentially get Alden Ehrenreich back as Han because of this show.
Yeah,
that makes me very excited. Like that is this show.
I do think this will be the solo continuation that everyone's been asking for.
Do you think Han and Lando have seen each other in between Solo and Empire?
Oh,
'Cause-
yeah.
Yeah, I do too. I think they on purpose made it work with the Empire dialogue,
Like
just in case.
at the end of the movie, they're not like tight as it seemed like they are in Empire. You know what I'm saying? Like they ended off.
Well, in Empire, there's only
no,
it
in
seems
Empire,
like
it's
just
like-
enough.
Yeah, he's like,
That's
after what you
transition.
pulled, and then he pulls him in.
Yeah, in Empire, it seems like there's been enough time where it's just water under the bridge. You know, they've gone.
I mean,
like,
you
yeah.
know, hold on though, but even within the movie Solo, you know they see each other after Savareen because he goes back and wins the Falcon from it.
No, I know that's
So-
that's I know.
Okay, but again, after
Yeah,
that.
I'm saying
Dylan's
I'm saying to Dylan,
saying
yeah.
after that. Dylan's
And I
saying-
think for sure, yeah. I think
yeah,
for
I do
sure.
Yeah.
think so as well.
But I think they specifically played to the dialogue of Empire just in case they
Correct.
didn't have.
Yeah.
They
No,
didn't
I mean,
have
they-
another movie, which they didn't get, or another show, or
Right.
something to do these characters with again.
Right. Yep.
That's what my train of thought is, anyways.
Sorry with politics. Welcome. No need to be sorry. Well, happy to have you.
I want to point out
And,
Brent's comment about rewatching
yeah.
Bad Batch. Really worth the rewatch. Darn right. Good ass show. Underappreciated in my opinion.
Yeah, I gotta give it a rewatch. I was watching just like clips on YouTube, and I was just like, man, this animation.
Dylan was
It's just like
clipping
I was
Dylan.
clipping it hard. I was going down a clip hole, and it was just like season 7 of Clone Wars.
Dude,
and more.
Dylan's
Like, it was crazy.
Dylan's clip hole. That's my favorite. That's what should be a show.
Dylan's a clipper. He's a clipper.
I've become quite the clipper in my days. You don't need to watch TV shows anymore. You can just
Only
clip
clips.
them, and you can
Just
get
clip 'em.
you can get the gist of it at least. It's 2022. We don't got time. We don't got time
Sure.
for whole shows.
Only clips.
whole
Only time for
movies.
clips.
Only clips.
All new
True.
clips.
Want to become a clips channel? Just upload. We would have so many subscribers and viewers if we just uploaded movie clips.
You're
Like,
right.
I
We couldn't make any
guarantee
money, but we could have a ton of subscribers.
It's like channels that like somehow just upload the entire trailers to stuff. Like
Yeah,
I don't whatever reason, like any day that gets copyright strike, like and off
Yeah.
YouTube.
The second
just
half of
didn't-
that season, man, it is really good Star Wars for Bad Batch.
I think the
It
ending
is.
specifically is just like really solid. I mean, everything with Camino, Crosshair.
It's just yeah,
good
the Ryloth stuff with Ballast is like so
Oh yeah, Ballast, man.
so.
Oh, and
good.
all the Clone Commando stuff, and like
All
the
the,
like
and the Clone Commandos and
the
yeah,
ties
the
to
War
the game
Mantle,
Clone Commando, good stuff.
very cool. And Cad Bane too. I mean, the Cad Bane stuff
Yeah,
is amazing. And he
I was just watching some Cad Bane episodes of
Clone Wars.
Clone
CW.
Wars, yeah. Some
Great.
good
He's a
stuff.
good.
Holocron.
He's a good character. No.
He's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underused. I wish we got that arc. We could go on and on about that.
Hey, you know what?
That's true.
Don't get me started.
Don't even. Hey, don't get this guy started.
Don't get me started.
He'll get you. He'll get you.
Still bitter
Um,
about that. Not gonna
so-
lie.
What did Hayden say about playing Vader? What was that whole interview about?
Basically, just about how it was very natural and meaningful to him is the main quote. I'm pretty
He's
sure.
excited.
I'm pretty sure I can pull up the exact quote here on my phone, but it's from. He said, "Yeah," end quote. Well, without getting into that too much detail, it was amazing. It's a great honor to get to put on that suit. It was mostly a lot of excitement because I had spent enough time with this
We're gonna
character.
see
and
Darth
felt like I
Vader
knew
again.
him,
Like
and
in,
coming
like,
back to it
fully fledged scenes.
felt
crazy.
very natural in a lot of ways. And I was just really excited to get to come in and play Darth Vader at this point in the timeline because it did feel like a natural continuation of our journey with the character. And that was very
True.
meaningful for me.
Let's go.
The whole experience was very surreal. Just the nature of coming back after all this time, it's such a unique opportunity, one that both you and I were very grateful for. One of the things I love so much about working on Star Wars projects is just that shared excitement that everyone's real excited to be there. You feel that energy, and it's a really special thing. I don't know what I can share in terms of the behind the scenes stuff because I don't think
Tell
they
us
want me saying
everything,
too
Hayden.
much. But I can tell you that I saw Ewan as Obi-Wan again, and that was a very special moment for me and one that I'll remember for a very, very long time.
Well, they've
So-
slipped up a couple times and been like, and there I was, and there was Hayden as Anakin.
Hayden.
So it's like, okay, well, pretty sure Hayden's gonna be
Well,
Anakin.
I'm pretty sure Ewan is the one that slipped.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Ewan
you
slipped.
was the
But-
one that said that.
Friend of the show, Hayden Christensen. Technically.
Front of the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
we'll
no,
have him on. We'll have him
technically.
on when when
I'll ask him.
episode 1.
I'll
of
ask him
Kenobi
next time.
comes out. That's cool though. It's so he played
Excited.
Vader at the end of Revenge of the Sith, right? He was in the suit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yep, that
Yeah,
is a suit especially made for him.
Actually, yeah, I've
And
seen the picture of
I,
him with the headband talking to.
Fun fact:
yeah.
that is my favorite Vader suit. I don't know if
It's not so different from
that was mine until Rogue One, but
I know there's
I don't
very
like Rogue One.
different changes
Really?
between the OT movies, but
there's actually pretty.
no,
there's
if you
I think there's
look,
pretty substantial changes.
there's substantial changes if you really look.
yeah.
So
It's
for all
like
you,
it's like Luke's it's like Anakin's lightsaber.
yeah, or
Minor stuff, but there is
stormtroopers,
differences.
or stormtrooper helmets between
Well,
the
Oh,
OT
I
and
see what you're saying.
sequel movies.
Yeah. There is a Disney OT Stormtrooper helmet, and then there is a Lucasfilm Stormtrooper helmet.
Well, yeah. Well, I didn't even mean that. I meant so
Yeah, I know what
there's
you mean,
there's the Rogue One mold that they made
Rogue
that they've
One,
been
yeah,
using
that's what I'm saying,
for
yeah.
all the OT stuff that you
Everything.
see in Solo, and it's a really damn good mold.
Oh, I love it.
One of the best.
It did not
And then
bother
there's
me. It did not
then there's the
bother me
first
to
there's the
switch.
first sculpt, and right now I'm talking about Imperial Stormtroopers. Then there's the first sculpt for New Hope. They're all smushed. A lot
Yeah.
of them are different, even in the film. You can see
know.
they're different frowns and
Them,
stuff. Then there's the Empire one, which is the most consistent.
Little
and they
cleaned
took-
up, little more cleaned up, and
And there's also
consistent.
and there's also the ones like the people who were doing stunts versus not doing
Yeah.
stunts. The hero
Yeah.
ones, they're known, like the ones that Luke and Han wore.
Mhm.
And then in Return of the Jedi, all of the mold they had the money, but all of the molds collapsed. And so in Return of the Jedi, you can see, and these are the stormtroopers from Battlefront, that the frown is just like a big filled in black part. And instead of the normal, it's really interesting actually. The Return of the Jedi stormtroopers look very different from the rest of the OT, and their heads are much more smushed.
Let's since we're talking about it, I'm gonna see if there's like a picture. Like
There's
pull it
there's a
up.
great there's great pictures. And then in the sequel trilogy,
Yeah,
there's the Force
throw it in,
Awakens
throw it in.
stormtrooper. And then in Last Jedi, Rian Johnson changed the frown, and JJ kept it in Episode 9 and changed it a little bit. So stormtrooper helmets, much like Darth Vader's outfit,
They're all over the place.
changed throughout every
here,
movie. But
yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at this, I can pull it up. Oh wait, it's one sec.
yeah,
I
so
got
Darth
it.
Vader's outfit changes a lot, and my favorite one by far is Hayden Christensen's suit from the end of Revenge of the Sith. That
That's
outfit
fair.
to me is just like
No, I love that one.
The
I-
way the shins look, it's
Mm-hmm.
slick. Like it is not that if you see that guy, he will kick your ass. Like I'm afraid.
the red lens is those
so
heads.
check it out.
for
So
me
the one, so you can see the first one, obviously they're in order, but
The
look at
New
the last
Hope
one.
one looks the most classic one, right?
Well,
And then we go
obviously,
to
but look at the
Empire.
Return of the Jedi one. Look how squished it is, and it's
Yeah.
more the
Yeah.
frown is just all black. It's just
I feel
black.
like
filled in.
I feel like it got worse.
Well, yeah, because the
My
molds
my
collapsed.
headcanon is that the Empire just has started to run out of money, and
Yeah.
they just can't
Hmm.
pay to make.
And
good-
Dimes,
good
I don't
helmets.
count Daredevil as a show on NCF. But yeah, the molds
Oh.
like collapsed.
Oh well.
It's not a Disney Plus show. Come on, he put it as #1 in his Disney Plus show ranking. I think that's unfair.
That's like calling like an old Disney movie a Disney Plus movie just because it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Good screw.
The West Wing is my favorite
Mhm.
Netflix
I
show.
don't
Is it a
think I
Netflix
got
show?
that.
No, it's on Netflix though. Okay.
I do. Wait,
yeah.
I want to look at this ranking now.
Mm,
Daredevil over Mando. Do you agree, Johnny?
yes.
Daredevil's a pretty banger. Anyway, but
I've told you to watch it, Dylan. Yes, I think it's
Falcon
better
Winter
than-
way that-
Soldier's your least favorite show? Wow.
That's
I'll just laugh. I'm trying to tell a story about Star Wars.
Sorry, say it. Sorry, I'm making fun of people. Just kidding. Not making fun of you.
I don't know. I just think it's-
helmets change. Helmets cool. That's just the story. That's the story.
Here, I'm pulling up freaking the Darth Vader one though.
Oh,
That's what I was
okay.
trying to transition into. Gooberman. Share the screen. What were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about Hayden in the suit. Yeah, it's pretty freaking badass that he is going to be.
We're gonna see like Darth Vader like in full-fledged scenes. Like this is happening.
So
yeah.
check it out.
Rogue One
Maybe
just
I don't like the Rogue One not that much.
What?
That's not what the Rogue One looks. I don't.
It is.
The
That is the
neck
Rogue
is
One.
so thick.
Yeah, that's Rogue One.
That's
I don't
what it
like
looks
Rogue
like.
One much.
I love
my
Rogue
favorite.
One.
My favorite personal is Episode 3.
Yeah, me too. I'm with you.
You can't see. It's the legs for me. It's Vader's legs. I'll be honest.
I like
the way
the
the
Batman
shins
cape.
armor is,
I
like the
I like
boots.
the Batman cape on the Rogue One thing. I love the red lenses. Rogue One.
Oh wait, no, I like the Return of the Jedi one the most. I think.
Return is a pretty good one. That's a pretty
Yeah. I like the skinny neck. I don't know. I mean, Rebels. I think Rebels is actually sweet. I like the way that Vader looks in Rebels. I like
Oh
the
no,
way he looks
Rebel.
in
Yeah,
Clone
I mean,
Wars,
if you want
too.
to talk about animation, I think Rebels.
Yeah.
Rebels is insane.
But yeah,
But
so see
Rebels
how-
is a lot like the Rogue One look. But anyways,
It's true. But so see So most of the
That's my
differences
favorite.
are around the way the chest operates, and then the shoulder.
Why didn't we?
piece.
Okay, all right. Hold on.
the way
This
the
is bothering me. Can you just download the picture and just put it up on here? Like, damn.
I
Why
think
is
it's
this-
fine. I don't think.
I
it's a
think
big
it's
deal.
fine. I mean, I could have, I guess, but I thought this would be faster. Yeah, I'm a big Vader Shin fan.
I'll show you what's faster.
Yeah, and particularly the action figures too. The episode 3 one, man, they just that design just speaks to me.
Oh yeah, so in A New Hope, there's like drapes.
What did
over
it?
Yeah,
What
it-
did
it drapes
Levi?
over.
What did it say to you?
That's the Black Series I have.
It really
It spoke to
just
you. What did it say to you?
the Shin. they said I'll stomp on you and I'll kill
Show me
you.
the darkness.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm afraid.
Uh-huh.
And it also happens to be the episode
That's
3
cool.
design also happens to be the one that you see the most used in comics for Vader,
Yeah.
and that is also why I like it.
The episode 3 design looks like a action figure. I'll tell you that.
It
Like
does,
it
and
looks
I
like
thought-
I can like play or move his arms around, his legs around.
I think it's pretty badass. Anyway, so that's another bit of news, and then the final
Yeah,
bit of
is it
news.
something you don't really notice.
Thank
I
you.
noticed.
Here
Okay.
it is. Rogue One, I think is. I mean, I do love the Rebels look. Like that is.
Kind of looks like a
honestly-
frog in Rogue One, dude. I'll be honest with you.
Here, I don't know.
I think
really
Rogue
find-
What
One
are you
might be my
talking
least favorite.
about? He looks wild,
His neck is
Wow.
like it's so big. Like I don't know.
I
Maybe it's
love-
just the way he's
he looks-
looking. I think it's just.
dude.
I think
he's
it's just the way he's looking.
He is so tall in Rogue One. He makes up for it in
Mm.
body mass. I don't agree at all.
He's bulking.
Well, I
Darth
also
Vader
can't see the
bulking.
legs. I don't dislike it. I think it's just the way his head is. He's like poking his head up. But
Absolutely goaded, in my opinion.
I'm trying to find the Shin image.
Oh,
Shinmage.
Shimage. Good, solid Shin image.
You look like cosplay.
Here, I found it. I found it,
You
guys.
look like
roast.
you look like Moist Critical cosplay. Got him.
You look like a monochrome cosplay.
Vader Shin is what I'm naming this image. I'm uploading it. So yeah, my love for this
I'm
comes
sorry, Colin. I'm
from-
just kidding.
it comes from both the action figure and very specifically the visual guide, the stock photo they used for the visual guide of Revenge of the Sith. And here it is. I'm uploading it.
Folks, I have to pop out.
Oh no, we're so close. But okay, wait for the shin.
Show it quick.
Don't
show
you
it
want to
quick.
see the shins?
Look at those shins,
Johnny.
dude. No, for real. Look at that. Like look
My
at
man's ready
the
to go play
black
some
armor.
soccer, dude. That's crazy.
Like
Oh my
that's not a joke.
Well,
Like,
now that you did that, I have to defend mine.
like look at that design, man. Like that's a power. Like that guy will kick.
Dude,
your
Vader
ass.
has like the same shins, bro. I didn't want to hear it, but okay.
He just you cannot tell me he has those shins in the OT. No way
Those
he
are
has those
some
shins.
No,
nice
Rogue One,
shins,
Rogue One,
dude.
Rogue One. Rogue One.
Dylan, I'm not playing. Like look at that.
Those are some cool shins,
Like,
dude. I'll be
those are
real
some
with you.
badass legs.
Yeah, in the OT, more just has like boots, right?
Yeah, like that is.
Yeah.
This is some death.
Hold on.
I'll D-shin.
No, I need
I'm
to
surprised.
shit. I
I'm
don't-
surprised the visual dictionary didn't have like a Darth Vader shins.
Darth Vader
like
shins.
menacing shins. What is that? What is Dooku's It's like-
Signature. Oh my god. Signature look of superiority.
and then you got Obi-Wan's beard.
Yeah, Obi-Wan's beard.
That's so funny. They go wild on those.
Yeah, very.
All right. Well, there isn't like a great look at the shins. I mean, there's a couple, but like they're tough.
You
to
can't
see.
find the shins because they don't exist.
No
Only
notable
episode-
shins.
They do.
Only
I can see them.
Only
Okay, fine, I'll do
episode
it.
3
I mean,
Vader has got those shins.
That's
man.
not true.
It is.
It's not true.
Let's see
You're
them
making
shins,
stuff
Johnny.
up.
Let's see them
yeah, I'm
shins.
fake news.
Well, the thing is,
He's gone. I took
Oh.
him out.
and it's covered, and it covers a lot of the shins.
Exactly.
But you can,
No,
you
dude,
can
Vader-
see them.
Vader walking in, Darth Vader, the initial image of Darth Vader,
God.
New Hope, is he's just got boots on.
Yeah.
Like, come on now, you can't tell me like he's just man just has like boots.
You wearing those boots? Das boots.
He's got
Yo, do you know what is right around the corner?
Oh, no.
Freaking Lego Star Skywalker Saga.
The Shins is a good band.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah, did you get it, Dylan?
Well, I'll get
Okay.
it when it comes out.
So okay, so I might see the fact that the Shins
All right,
No,
I'm
those
done.
look
I'm done
boots,
looking
like,
for shins.
they just look
I
like
haven't time.
leather.
I have to go, but go look up Rogue One shins. They're goaded. Thank you,
Yeah,
everybody.
you know,
and I'll see you next
See you,
week.
Johnny.
He might have the shins, guys, but they're just not as cool. They just look like boots. They're not as
Yeah.
There's not as shiny.
The figure I have is from A New Hope, and he's got the boots.
The boots.
He's got the boots.
The roof is on fire. All right. Final story. Star Wars Eclipse, plagued by the bad faith politics of their owner.
I didn't think this game was coming out, man. I'll be honest.
And no one wants to
Didn't think it was
work
gonna
on
come
it.
out.
They can't hire people because David Cage is kind of an asshole. Don't think that's really disputable. Their games are really good, but the people it's just the CEO, not a good man. However,
Bad person. Very bad person.
the rumor on the street when the trailer dropped was that they were having so much problems managing the company because of his lawsuits and stuff.
Mhm.
That trailer, they made that trailer for Eclipse and everyone loved it. I think it's pretty universal. That's a good trailer.
That was sweet.
They made that to try and sell the company. Like they were like looking for investors, someone to buy it to just clean up the situation. And it seemed like that's worked because now NetEase is buying Quantic Dream, which hypothetically would mean a change in management. They could fire, move to a board. Like there would be new bosses. So yeah, that's a problem. Shareholders should vote him out. Quantic Dream, private company. Now that NetEase is buying it, they can do what they want. And
Right.
thus,
We could have an EA situation.
and EA, for all the crap that people give EA, well-deserved crap, Fallen Order still came out. And Fallen Order, they gave it to Respawn. Respawn did their thing. NetEase can buy Quantic Dream, actually fund the studio, get people working on it,
Mhm.
and maybe we can get Star Wars Eclipse before 2080.
I will say, I'm looking at their games right now, and I don't know a single one of these.
Really? Damn.
Hits like Cyber Hunter and Legend Rising Empire.
Oh, you're talking about
These are like
NetEase?
mobile games. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
NetEase is a massive mobile game company. Yeah.
Okay, so they're just
No.
they're basically just producing.
Yeah, they
they-
produce. They
yeah.
produce games. I'm talking about
Okay.
Quantic Dreams games.
Right. Oh, gotcha.
Detroit Become Human, Fahrenheit. What's it called? Heavy Rain, stuff like that. Stuff of that nature.
Right. Sweet. All right. So it might actually happen now. I mean, I don't want to, with Star Wars, you can never count your chickens before they hatch because things are destined to change.
Oh, I'll count chickens, man. I'll look at those eggs and I will count like 8 chickens.
So do you think it's not 2027 anymore that there's games coming out?
I was making a joke, but I do think that yes, that it will not be. It will not be late like that. It won't be 2027.
Okay.
It'll be earlier.
All right. Let's get.
I think that was marketing. I think that was the buzz of like, look, the studio is failing. Come buy us.
Right.
Come give us money.
Yeah.
Make the thing. So I think it'll still be a while. I think we're still looking
Right.
at a 2025 release, 2024 at best.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
when they're actually funded and got people working on the damn thing,
Mhm.
and they don't have to deal with David Cage anymore, game will come out. Game shall
It'll
be
be
made.
good. Yeah.
So,
I hope it's good. First, I don't know, High Republic announcement outside of books and comics that we've gotten. Or
official
not announcement, but
No,
trailer.
I mean
or
that's
anything.
true. Like
I
official.
mean, the
it's like-
Acolyte is technically a.
yeah, but we haven't seen it yet. We haven't.
Yeah,
There's no
exactly.
visual, tangible element to that people can
Right.
be like grasp onto. Because even
But
people
it's
who don't.
interesting. Even
Go
to
ahead.
High Republic fans with this cinematic, people are like, "Yeah, I don't know what any of this is. Like, this is all new stuff for the most part." Like,
There were a lot of theories, but a lot of it was new.
right? Yeah. And that's kind of the fun with the High Republic right now.
I mean,
feel
the
like,
High
is that
Republic is a
kind of.
big. Oh, you know what?
You just come
Damn,
to a High
that
Republic.
just hit me. I did just come to a High Republic epiphany. So
What's
for those who don't know, the High Republic is broken up into 3 phases of storytelling, much like the MCU. We just finished the first phase, and that was 3 waves of content, and it takes place about 200 years before Phantom Menace. So 232 years before A New Hope. And all of those stories take place around 2 years, within 2-year period. That just ended. Finale, over, done. The second phase is taking place 150 years before that, way in the past, like 400, right in the middle of the Sith Wars are over, but the Republic isn't in a great spot. But that's all technically the High Republic,
Right.
So it's High Republic, big era. So but like the threats of 150 years from then would not be the threats then. So the plot of this game could either be between what we know and like the Acolyte, which is the end of the High Republic era, or during, right after the Sith War, or during this new era that we might just be about to read about. Right. Make those connections. So
people are like theorizing Plagueis was like a part of it. I mean, whenever you see like dark side related stuff,
I think Plagueis is coming in Acolyte. That's my hope.
I hope so.
That's my hope and dream.
I hope so. It works, right? I mean, there's not like a ton canon with Plagueis because like
it's not that it works, it's that it has to be. If they don't, if he's
weird.
not there, then it's weird.
Gotcha.
How dare you rank Batman Forever that low? Batman Returns, excuse me. Dimes put his Batman ranking. I don't approve.
Yeah. Dimes, I saw the Lego Batman movie with Johnny not too long ago, actually. It was pretty good. I liked it, actually. It was better than I expected it to be.
Yeah, Will Arnett. Isn't it? If it's Billy D. Williams is Lando.
Yeah. It's funny.
That's funny.
I wish... I don't know. That's another one of those case of movies where it's like they totally could have just used real voice actors and paid real voice actors to do like voices in movies, but instead because part of like big like non-Pixar, and even still Pixar sometimes, or Disney animated movies, a big part of their marketing is just having like celebrities that people know, so it's like they go see it, and usually like the quality of the voice acting is spared or is worse, but I think they did fine in this case.
So Mug asking the hard-hitting lore question: how long do the Muns or Munes? I've already said Mun, but I bet it's Mune. It's too used.
Yeah, it's more like Moon, I think.
I don't know. The banking clan folk, tall-head banking clan folk.
Yeah.
They live. That's a reference to the fact that in Legends, and it should be in canon too. They haven't made it clear, but I think they reserved the right to change that. But I'd be annoyed.
Right.
In Legends, Darth Plagueis was one of these species, and so the show would be taking place 50 years before TPM, and Plagueis is already dead by. So it's within, like, if you assume that he lives a human lifespan, which I think is fair on its own, then it would be well within his time as apprentice. It'd probably be him in Tenebris, but his whole existence, if you read the Plagueis novel, you know this, is dedicated to extending his life. So like it's almost irrelevant. Like his entire life's work is about extending his own life through manipulating midichlorians and the Force, and so I mean I think it's perfectly reasonable to assume that he'd be around. It's just.
I mean, I just looked it up. In Legends, it said they can live to over 100 years old.
Yeah,
you already got that, and then Dimes.
Yes.
One sec. Sorry, read that.
No, it's not my ranking. I know Dimes is like.
No, I know. I saw that too once, and I was like, "There's no way this is." Like,
he's a little fiend. A little fiend on. It was not updated. It's in release. It's just like I put them all in there, and I was watching through them chronologically, and so the only ones that are technically ranked are the first two or whatever, and it's like Captain Marvel and the First Avenger, and like that's it. And those are the only things I have ranked. So. That's it.
Lavelle, I will be seeing Morbius. Levi will be seeing Morbius. Doesn't sound like Johnny's gonna be seeing Morbius.
Mune. Yeah, I don't know. Right? Mune. Levi is destined to become the most powerful Jedi he ever dreamed of. Oh my god.
Are you gonna play the Skywalker Saga? Lego?
Damn right I am.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Figured. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I
hope it. Everything I've heard about it is good. Like I've every like early review so far. There are some stuff that the old game had that this doesn't, like customizable characters, which is sad. That
I never really used that though. I don't
really, as a kid, dude, I used to just make the crazy.
I've always been a lore man. I'm like, this is not accurate to my toys or to the universe.
So you would play as the character, like even when you go back.
Yeah,
and you were a crazy child.
Well, I wouldn't like necessarily play as the canonical character, but I wouldn't make my own character. I would never do that. I'd be like, this is heresy. This is not George's vision.
Well, no, I mean, they kind of played to that. Like, you have to beat the level to play as those characters.
I know, yeah. But not like a made-up character.
Right.
You could play as other characters, to like crawl through little vents and stuff, but you can't be Can't be no
I think it
cross
might be
between.
1 in a million. I think any other kid that played the complete saga made like the craziest character of all time, and then just went out there.
The chat wants to see what Kid Levi looked like. Well, just wow, just the ooh.
Oh, just a tease.
The tease. Speaking of teases, it's not a good segue at all. Let's end the stream. We've been going for an hour and 5 minutes.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean, as far as I was, for some reason, I went in expecting a bigger Moon Knight conversation, and I guess there isn't really anything.
Well,
to
I mean,
say.
hey, maybe if you're how you got reset? Are you able to stick around for a couple more minutes?
Again, yeah. You're the one that wanted to end the stream. So.
No, I because I just looked at the time, but we can bring some people on, talk about Moon Knight if they want to talk about Moon Knight. If the chat is down for that, bring in the peeps.
Looking forward to. All right.
See what's up.
We should be done by 9. Actually, I just checked the time. So
okay, so 10 minutes, quick.
Yeah.
Quick, with a couple people in here.
All right.
We like
I'll throw the link in there.
Throw the link in the chat.
Right. Quick Moon Knight thoughts.
Moon Knight thoughts. Moon Knight.
Moon Knight. Spotlight. Moon Knight. That was funny. That was good stuff.
Kid Levi sings the day and night song in Moon. Yeah. You don't know that? You don't know? Maybe.
Oh, I remember that. That was a weird TV spot or trailer or whatever. The Kid Cudi.
Oh my God. Jesus, Mug.
Thank you, man.
Dune
wow,
Dudes brings people. We're bringing the chat. Yeah, come on, Mug.
We're doing this. All right, now I'll spam it even more.
Mug is literally. We have to start the stream like sponsored by Mug. Like,
thank you, Mug. We really appreciate it.
Paid us way too much money for. This is not. Okay.
I'm glad that we can bring you content that you enjoy. All right, I'm gonna pull Dimes in. All right, Dimes. 3, 2, 1. Dimes, what is up, brother?
Nothing.
It's muted. Dimes, hello.
Pug will always exist in our heart.
Pug's there in our hearts.
Always in our heart.
All right. Well, in the meantime, I think we should bring Anchorman on.
Bring in Anchorman.
All right, Anchorman. 3, 2, 1. Oh, Anchorman, what's up, brother?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Do you see Moon Knight?
Yeah.
What do you think? So, do you think? Well, first, what do you think of the episode?
I liked it.
Yeah. Do you think it was
Sorry.
the best? No, don't worry about it. Do you think it was the best pilot so far out of any of the MCU shows that's come out since Disney Plus has come out?
I liked Loki more.
Loki, yeah.
It felt more Avengers Endgame like, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, well, this
is how this show's different from other stuff.
Right. Yeah. So you do you like that it's like breaking away from the other MCU stuff and sort of telling its own
barely
story?
References at all.
Yeah. I think actually, this isn't really a spoiler. I think reviewers have said that there's about 2 actual references within the first 4 episodes.
Like one
to the outside MCU. So, do we know when it takes place?
No,
we don't. Okay, I'm sure we'll find out.
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, we might be in 2024 or 2025 at this point because
Christmas 2025
because we've had Christmas now a couple of times.
Right.
We've seen Christmas, so I bet we're in a new year. But yeah, I'm with Anchorman. I think I think that Loki is still the best for me. I think right now, if Moon Knight continued on this pace, it could be my favorite or my second favorite. However, from everything I've heard, it sounds like it doesn't keep up that pace, which is kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I hold out hope that I'll still be entertained. But right now, this is definitely above everything else besides Loki for me. This is sitting up there.
Do you any wild theories? It's kind of hard to theorize with this show, but do you expect anything for the next episode?
Maybe we'll see Blade towards the end.
I'm hearing a lot about Blade. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of people bringing up Blade. I mean, he was in
Internal, so why not?
Exactly.
Since they're both dark characters and stuff.
Right, that'd be cool. I feel like they could work well together. Do you think this show is going to get even more like violent or extreme? Like it already has. It's already exceeded a lot of the other shows. Like they said they're going to push the boundaries. No, you think they're going to keep it pretty tame?
Clean.
Yeah. I don't know. Marvel and Disney Plus did just open. Is this in the mature section of Disney Plus?
Yeah, it's not. It's in TV 14.
Oh, okay.
Anchorman's right. Yeah.
Anchorman.
All right.
Weird, right?
Yeah. Levi should do the Bamfa thing.
Yeah.
Bamfa.
Do it. Oh yeah.
Atalanta.
Oh yeah.
All right, Anchorman. Well, we're gonna get
Anchorman, I'm doing Anchorman
Dimes
what he
in on the
wants.
show here. Thank
Have
you
a
for
good
coming
night.
in.
Yeah, thanks,
You too.
Anchorman.
Thanks for stopping by.
Bye.
Yeah, let's get through the
All right,
peeps.
Dimes,
Dimes
pulling
coming
you in. All right, we're gonna go a bit of a speed round here. Dimes,
Oh,
what's
there
up,
I
man?
am. What's
There
up,
he
guys?
is.
How you doing?
Wait, I'm a little bit out of frame. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm doing
Don't worry
good.
about it.
Especially after today's Moon Knight episode. That was awesome.
Did you stay? You were up at 3 a.m. Yeah. Were you?
I
in,
wasn't actually.
No,
you were?
man.
Okay.
No.
I thought
It's because
thought you were.
I was
No,
just
no.
traveling, so I
Right,
didn't get
right,
any
right.
sleep for a few days.
Gotcha. But so you've seen the episode. I take it you liked it.
I loved it. I loved
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Honestly, it's some of the best writing in the whole MCU, to be honest.
Right. I think the writing, but also just like the overall just direction of this first episode
yeah.
was so solid. Like I
Yeah.
thought a lot of the shots were like really for the MCU especially like really interesting and really well put together.
Yeah, it felt
Um,
really cinematic. Like it didn't feel
Yeah,
like a TV show.
exactly. Yeah, even scenes like
Mm.
when he was
It
just
did-
sitting
Besides
down
the
like ordering
CGI,
steak.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that was an
it
awesome
did,
scene.
and then it didn't. It was like I was like, wow, I'm impressed, and then I was like, no, it's a TV show.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Dimes, we've harped on the CGI a lot. What did you think?
Harping.
I had no clue the CGI was gonna be bad, but I was in the middle of the episode. I was like, what even is that? Yeah, like, no, I mean, it looked like it seriously did look like that thing from Scooby Doo.
It's yeah. I see so many people saying that, and Johnny said that like the moment, or at first he was like, "Oh, it looks pretty good," and then he's like, "No."
Everyone was like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah. It looked
Hopefully the production or the just like the overall quality in that front gets better as the show goes on, as they have to do more strenuous things like have Moon Knight beat people up.
Yeah.
But do you think the show's gonna, because I don't know if you're in the same boat, but it seems like you are with your rankings of your MCU shows. Do you think this is gonna tank in quality like toward the end? Do you think they're gonna stick the landing?
I hope not, because like shows like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I loved for the first like 4 episodes.
Yeah.
But then
I'm
the
with you.
last 2, I really just hated. I didn't.
Yeah.
It ruined the whole show for me. And WandaVision, I loved it until that last episode. It was just so bad.
It
And
feels like they.
Hawkeye, I liked, and then the last episode brought in Kingpin and like made him into some clown. Like,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
awful.
I don't agree with you on some of that stuff, but the clown pen is definitely it's undeniable. Like
Content.
yeah.
he literally like it's so goofy. Like it doesn't make any like you can't watch that.
I
and
mean,
be like,
that's Vincent D'Onofrio Kingpin. Have you
I
like?
know,
Did
it's
they even
so
watch
weird.
Daredevil? Like, what?
I
very
haven't,
weird.
but I've seen scenes clipped. It.
Dylan,
and,
you have to. Like,
Johnny,
I've seen
thank you.
clips. I've seen clips. This guy.
Now that it's on Disney Plus, I'm even more.
All right, clip guy.
Because
Oh,
it
you know
being
what
on
I'm gonna do with
Netflix was my
Morbius? I'm just gonna watch clips.
Like
Yeah,
there,
that's
there
what I'm
are,
gonna do. I'm gonna be at Morbius, and then I'm gonna have my phone under my
like
seat
Falcon and
just
Winter
watching
Soldier.
Daredevil.
Falcon and Winter Soldier got a little bit mixed up by the pandemic. They had to recut stuff, reshoot stuff.
Yeah,
That
and
happened.
you can feel it. You can feel it in the show. Yeah.
WandaVision just went in a direction that some people didn't like. Like I think they finished what they wanted to do with that show for the most part. It just didn't land.
I don't know. I feel like some characters. I mean, they had said COVID affected the production, but I mean, like,
But, like, in
Kat
terms of,
Dennings'
like-
character,
in terms of
stuff
like
that.
in terms of like being a full 9-episode thing, like they still got something out that was pretty
Sure.
coherent. It
Yeah,
just
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
as what people wanted. Hawkeye
right.
though, Hawkeye is a complete thing. I just don't understand why. Yeah, I don't know. But what I want to circle around to is I just hope Moon Knight does not go in that direction because they
I
have
hope
so
not,
much to work
Yeah.
with.
Who's the writer again? Jeremy something.
It's like Slater, Moon Knight writer. Hey, it's the guy who writes
Jeremy
Umbrella
Slater.
Academy.
Well, like you said, each
Right.
episode's getting a different
They're
writer.
gonna
right?
get, he's yeah.
Yeah, that's what
So,
I'm worried about. Because
that's
I feel like
scary,
in
yeah.
writing, with writing, you have to like imagine if you read a book and every chapter had a different author. Like that just
Yeah.
doesn't work.
Right. It's like
Yeah.
hopefully they have someone, and
Yeah, Jeremy
Marvel's
Slater.
pretty good at this. Hopefully they have someone looking over what each person is doing and making sure it's like a very cohesive and well connected
Yeah.
story there. And
Yeah.
I think they will. I don't think Marvel's ever really had that issue. Like every MCU movie is so like the director doesn't get a lot of say because they have
Yeah.
so many parameters they have to fit into. So I think they can do it.
Yeah. And most MCU movies feel like so corporate and stuff. And
Yeah,
yeah.
I can feel it. Yeah, no, this is definitely shaking it up a bit, and I think hopefully for the best by the end, because people said that about Eternals too, and I didn't
Yeah.
like that one. So
All right,
I
well,
did not like Eternals.
all right, well, okay, Eternals haters. I'm breaking you up. We have to go.
Okay.
Dylan has to go by 9. So Gonna bring in after we get Dimes out, we're gonna bring in Brent, the closer. I think we're gonna shut it down after that. But thank you, Dimes, for coming on here. Last question: if you had to rate the episode out of 10 right now, what'd you give it?
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
I
Okay.
really like it.
Yeah, I'm around there. I'm high 8.
High 8.
Oh,
Alright.
and just one last thing.
Sure.
The director, like I looked at his IMDb page. I mean, he's never really done anything mainstream, like not even close to mainstream. So I wonder,
Right.
like how Marvel picked him out. But great director so far.
Yeah, that's kind of like John Watts.
I think they have some
Yeah.
funding for talent scouts. I bet they have. I bet they have the resources to look
Yeah.
around it. Hey,
Who
thanks,
knows?
Dimes.
All right,
See you
thanks for
guys.
coming in, man. See
Bye.
ya. All right, and as our closer here, the
Closer
you
for the
know
night.
him well, Brent, Age of Grogu, you're coming
The
in.
Age of Grogu.
Hey guys, how's it going? Hey, oh, dope! Forgot to put this on. Ah, sorry.
Brent rocking
wait,
the
you
Minion
need the
shirt today.
Dude, did you see the trailer? They look like the-
Yeah, I can't hear
You're
you that
quiet
well.
there.
Yeah, you're.
Oh, sorry. Am I loud?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, cool.
No, I think
Sorry.
Now you're good.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw
Okay,
Brent's
sorry.
tweet about the Gru, Age of Gru.
It was fun. Yeah. Yeah. So, fun facts. Jeremy Slater. I've met him before. The writer. He
you go.
is part of the James Gunn group that hangs out
Yeah.
together and stuff like that.
The Scooby Doo
and-
lot.
Yeah, I did get the chance to actually ask him. Completely side note. He originally wrote the last Fantastic Four film.
Dude.
Started to. He was wait. Before you go there. He wrote the original script
Yeah,
before it got
Mangled
mangled up. And I actually got the chance to ask him. I said, "So, how much of your writing ended up in that final version of the script?" And he said, "About 1% of what he wrote down
Wow.
ended up in that final script
Wow,
of his vision."
That's crazy.
So I was just like, okay, that's funny. As for the episode, I loved it. I thought it was fun. I'm excited to see more. I was not as excited going in. I think all the new material with characters that we don't necessarily know, I haven't been as enthusiastic on. And that even dates back to the Eternals kind of thing, and even Shang-Chi, which I did enjoy Shang-Chi, but I wasn't as much of a fan of Eternals.
Right.
But as for the series stuff, I enjoyed this as a new character, a new concept, a new story. We still don't know the kind of beat of this story outside of everything. Like Loki had a element in there that was a through line of that character and all that. We don't know the through line of this character yet, except for the fact that he's just mysterious and has multiple personalities. So
Right.
if that makes any sense. Sorry, I'm really tired.
Sorry.
I'm babbling.
No, I was kind of with you there too. Like
Yeah.
I weirdly couldn't find the hype for the show. I was always excited for it as it's a new Marvel show, but
Right.
like the character Moon Knight, I knew absolutely nothing about him. I thought it was
Mhm.
an intriguing story, but I was
Yeah,
like,
same.
I'm just gonna. I didn't even know the episode was coming out until Levi reminded
Yeah.
me. It was like, oh, I gotta stay
Yeah.
up till 3 a.m. again. Here we go.
Yes. And now the rest
but-
of the year we're up till 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And
Only-
probably the rest of our lives.
Yeah,
They
that's,
are, not
yeah,
us.
that's
But-
it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, not us as much. But
yeah. No, you guys get
Yeah,
the
for sure.
comfy.
Of course.
Midnight.
yeah.
But yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I'm so blown away is just because I
Yep.
had
That's zero
not low
expectations,
expectations, no expectations really. So it's
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
yeah,
No,
Every
I-
time, because I think you guys reacted to all the trailers on Age of Grogu, but I, for whatever reason, I stayed away from most of the marketing just incidentally. I had seen the one clip that they put out on the Disney Plus day in November,
Right.
but after that, I didn't really go seek it out. So I didn't. So when
Yeah.
Johnny was going, "Oh, this is from the trailer,"
Right.
all that stuff was new to me. So I enjoyed
I
it.
will watch a trailer usually once. I'll be honest. I've seen the Kenobi trailer twice.
Wow.
That's it. I kind
it.
of have blocked out all these moments. I've talked about it on the first reaction. I've talked about it afterwards. Pulled a few images up, but I really haven't sat through the trailer itself a
fascinating.
third or fourth time properly. And I only same thing with this. I think I've sat through it maybe twice. This trailer and outside of the TV spots in the background.
right.
I'm kind of going into this pretty fresh too, so I'm excited to see where it goes. I did like the direction. Do we know if it's the same director who's directing the entire series?
It is, yes.
It
I
is.
believe,
Okay,
yeah.
all right, okay. Well, I like what he did, or she is it he or she? I'm not sure.
It's a he, I believe.
Yeah. I like what was done in the first episode, so I'm looking to see how the follow through goes. So yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about because for all of us, I think only Johnny knows. Like for a character we literally know nothing about. Like for a lot of these things, like Hawkeye, I had read the comic before. I had some idea. With Loki, there's a lot of history. Or Falcon Winter Soldier, like those
I
characters.
mean, they've been in these movies. We're familiar with the characters.
Well, I mean,
Right.
WandaVision.
Yeah,
Part of the reason why there was so much complaint about the ending was because there's so much prior that this character has done. Wanda Maximoff in terms of like Mephisto and all that stuff that people had in their minds. But with this, Moon Knight, I'm like, what? Who is this? I have no idea. Where this is going to go.
I'm enjoying Ethan Hawke too. I mean, I enjoy him in a lot of his works he's done. So, he's going to be an interesting villain. I'm curious to see where this take is going of this villain and how that plays into the story.
Right.
Also,
the show didn't. I mean, it's obviously set stuff up, but it's kind of hard to speculate. But do you have any crazy theories for these next coming episodes?
I would like to see in the next episode kind of
fish.
Two fish. I didn't explain myself well with that whole fish thing. It was like, I knew it was. I picked up immediately the fish was repurchased, and
right.
Anyway, it was a new fish because of that. No, I would speculate. I would like to see Oscar Isaac's character kind of at least take in the knowledge of what it's now like to be, not just like to be who these other personalities are,
right?
But understanding a little bit more about why those personalities are inhabiting him.
Right.
And it feels like he's had these personalities in his body before. Obviously, the paranoia. We just don't know how long it's been going for. Has it been going for his whole life? Has he had this since he was a child? Is this a recent development? I want to know some of those questions. So
yeah, it's interesting that it's all, for whatever reason, he's at least starting to become aware of everything that he's doing, because he knew he would be getting up at night and stuff like that.
Yes,
he didn't know the full extent, and now he knows, and I want to know why, and I want to see how Steven and Mark, I believe the other personality was, how they keep together that.
I just thought Morbius just got updated with its Rotten Tomato score.
Oh no! What is it?
Any guesses?
Wait, 36%.
Okay, 36.
Okay,
I want to say 48.
16.
Oh my god! Oh,
is that from?
Oh
critics?
Damn!
Is that from critics?
See,
that's critics.
Now I really want. Now I will really want to see this movie.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, me too. That is hilarious.
Because I need to be part of the bagging on it hype. Because
wow,
that's crazy.
Oh, I know it's at 27 now.
Oh,
no, it's 16. I don't know.
It's 16.
It's all over
It's
the place.
16.
Yeah.
I think I might see it tomorrow afternoon sometime.
Yeah. Well, guys, with that Morbius drop, I think we're gonna end it. I think the next time we'll see you is going to be a Morbius related video, so expect some laughs out of that.
Yeah.
I do want to shout out though, comedy in the MCU. That Avatar joke referencing the anime, pretty funny.
That was good. That was good
All
stuff.
of the
And
blue people. All of the anime.
Yeah, good stuff.
Oh, and also just quickly, they just dropped the Sideshow dropped the mall unboxing today.
About that.
Yeah. I had a look. I was like, oh, interesting. Okay. Anyway.
All right.
See you all
later.
Thanks, Brent, for coming on. Thank you, chat, for sticking around.